All right, guys, back with your daily dose of Drag and Drive, episode number 3. I'm so excited. I love these. I love the daily updates. I love that it's making me dig into Facebook groups, dig into stuff to find out things that I'm going to bring you every day. Instead of like what we'll record tonight or our live stream tonight will be on, a recap of Sick Week, which is, we'll be on there about an hour and a half, 2 hours. If you haven't done it, check that out. That obviously dropped last night from what you're hearing. I'm doing this about 2 hours before that begins to air. We have Zach Bloom and Chris Story on. Should be a great time. Those guys have both been on before, so they kind of know what to expect. So we should just be able to get right into it. But Justin Conrad, I want to call him out because he had a great idea. He is a newbie to Drag and Drive. First event is coming up in his Midwest Drags. And so he reached out to Drag Drive Repeat, like, if you have questions or want to make suggestions, definitely do it. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Okay. He said, hey, would you be willing to spotlight some newbie car builds that are coming to Midwest Drags? I was like, dude, that's a great idea. So back and forth a little bit, all that kind of stuff. You know how we do. Got to get all the information for you. Y'all listen to this car. 97 Firebird. He's had it 12 years, bought it right out of high school. His goal is 800 plus horsepower. It's got a blower shop 871 on top of a 383 LS. Come on now. Listen, how many times do you see a root style blower on top of an LS engine? I mean, I love it. If you are watching this, the pictures have probably already gone by, but that car just looks rowdy as hell. 4L80, Holly Terminator. He even has nitrous on it. I mean, come on, bro. 850 cage in the car. Goal for Midwest Drags is to run a 9.0. And then at his best ET for the car so far is a 10.6 with the stock LS1 with the 671 on it, not the 871 he has now. That made just over 600 wheel, and it ran a 10.6. So pretty fast already. Now, obviously up in the game. See all the folks at Sick Week. See all the folks doing these Drag and Drive events. He's like, I got to go and got to have some of it. So his co-pilot, longtime friend, fellow gearhead Devin McCumsey. Yep. But here's the coolest part, and this is for all you guys that have done these like we have. Family's a big thing. Well, listen to this. His wife, not Devin's, Justin's wife, is going to be 8 months pregnant when he leaves for Midwest Drags. Now, if you've had an 8-month pregnant wife, you know how much negotiation goes into this. So maybe Justin will pop in and in the comments tell us what he has traded to be able to make this trip. So excited to see it, excited to see him there. Obviously, we are going to Midwest Drags. I'm part of the media team, which is kind of neat. I haven't done that before. We've always done just our own stuff. I've always done Narcoleptic Customs or Drag Drive Repeat. Started just before Sick Week because I feel Drag and Drive events are the future. There is a ton of growth in this sector of the car community, and there's a ton of stuff that's coming. We've been building this fastest 100 list with some really good friends that I can't tell you about yet. I'm excited of what this is going to bring. But we did make a small change in the way the list will be populated. Okay, so I began the list with if you had, let's say, Cletus McFarland had place 14 and place 21. Okay, to get a list of 100 fastest racers, not just fastest race or car. We are going to basically put asterisks out next to guys that will be on that list more than one time. Okay, so we wanted a list of the fastest 100 racers to complete a Drag and Drive. So we are doing that. Obviously, Sick Week is the only one we have for 2022. Have a full list coming for 2021. Hope to have the dragdriverepeat.com website up this weekend. And then the big announcement as it rolls out and all of the list is populated to the public. I'm super excited about it. I know you're tired of hearing me say that it's close, but guys, it really is. And I promise you this, it is worth the wait because of what will happen after this becomes public. I'm telling you, I've found what I love to do. Okay, who would have ever thought stats would be cool? But listen, there's stuff like of 2021, today I figured out, of 2021, only 2 people entered more than one event and did not finish. So Carlos Astor and Steve Farber both entered, both broke. So they're the only 2 people out of 1,394 people to have entered drag and drive competition in 2021. 2 people did not finish more than one event. There's obviously 300 something people or 200 people that didn't finish across the whole thing. But these 2 guys are the only 2 guys that took the abuse twice. How do you go home to that? I want to talk to Carlos. I am doing the route drive for the circuit drag and drive sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And while I do that, I'll be in Sedalia, which is where Carlos and those guys live for 301 Streetcars. So I'm going to hang out with them. We're going to obviously bring the mics. We're going to talk. We're going to tell stories about drag and drive and all that kind of stuff. So it ought to be a ton of fun. I'm really, really excited. We'll have a couple features of cars that will lead up to that. We'll have a couple updates of the routes, of the pictures of the stops, things like that. And then after that, we have the April 29th through May 1st is the King of the Road for Thunder Valley Raceway in Oklahoma City, right? Those guys they're doing a 300-mile cruise and then basically a elimination style bracket, I think is how it works. Jared Holt, who is one of the guys that's running that event, he is on 3-8. So he's on 3-9 next Wednesday night with me to bring some stories or bring some rules and updates and kind of where they came up with the idea and things like that. I did see a post of his the other day on Facebook that was talking about how he wants to take that event and grow it and change the way drag and drive works for the whole country. So we've been working with my partner on this and trying to work out rules. What makes a national event? What makes a regional event? How many days does a drag and drive event need to be considered a national event? Does it need to be by car count? Does it need to be by mileage you drive? Does it need to be by day race count? Do you need to race for 4 days to be a national level event? Do you need to have a 200 plus car thing? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Tell me what, let's vote on this. Not vote. Let's as a community come together and lay out what we all think would, relate to a national event, Midwest Drags, Hot Rod Drag Week, both Rocky Mountain, and Race Week, and of course Sick Week. So what makes those events top tier and what makes maybe something more regional, like our event that is a 2-day event, Carolina Drag Cruise, which is a 3-day 8th mile only event. There's One Guy's Garage, which is a 3-day event, which is a weekend event, which I'm excited about because the cool part is One Guy's Garage runs right after Hot Rod Drag Week. So it's going to be pretty neat to see, will we have a late season? Is there going to be somebody put one on in southern Arizona or Nevada or California where the weather is good into, I'm sure there's tracks around Houston. You could race into late October, November in those parts of the country and probably still get a decent race. Or is somebody going to put another one on in February, in October or November and go further south? I don't know. I'm excited. Guys, again, we're on episode number 3. It's insanity to really be on this front of drag and drive. There's so much happening. There's so much to consume. There's so much that I'm bringing you in content. Guys, I haven't even started. I've been working a lot on the website. I was up really late last night, up super early this morning working on it. I'm trying to bring you as much stats as I can and still stay within my agreement on all the stuff. That's all I'm going to say about it. Y'all, thank you for listening. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe, or if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, follow the channel. Follow us here. Like the post. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring as much drag and drive content as you've ever seen in your entire life. I guarantee it. I want to be your source. I want to be it. So it comes down to you guys helping me do that. I need you to like it. I need you to subscribe. Those are important. But the main thing is let's comment, let's talk. Open dialogue helps everybody build the community we want. Got it? Okay, make comments down below. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Daily dose of drag and drive number 3 out. Bye.